Yeah, we are live now.
Yep, you're live now. All right, talk about having some issues, guys. I think this counterfeit stuff has got me squirreled. I don't know. So, how's everybody doing today? We are here tonight after trying to figure out what we're doing, talking about counterfeit coins. So, we're going to start off. We have obviously to this side. I always get these mixed up.
One of these
Want
days,
to
you'll get it
introduce
right.
yourself?
I'm Mike with Mid America Coins. How y'all doing tonight?
And hello, everybody. It's me, Robert with Coin Up. Good to see each and every one of you tonight.
Now, we've been seeing a lot of people talk about counterfeit slabs. What?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just a guy. Here, look.
You know, if you just start rolling on, he just
I
went
just start rolling on, yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming. I'm Keith from Coin Crew. Obviously, you know that, or because you're on my channel, and I appreciate it. Well, I'm sorry, not my channel. It's Angels and my channel. I'm just a guy.
I think it's the People's Channel, don't you? I would think it was the People's Channel. They chose you.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're here to talk about a lot of people have been putting videos out about counterfeit certified coins, counterfeit slabs. Obviously, it's not just the slab that's counterfeit on some of those cases. In some cases, it's the coin that's inside the counterfeit slab that's counterfeit. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, maybe a little bit about silver, gold, whatever. We're just here to talk, chat, and have a good time. So thanks, everybody. If you have any questions about anything, start them with question marks. I can notice them easier. So, yeah, I guess let's get started. Who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll be glad to go first. I don't mind it. Hey, guys, I guess some of you guys that did not check out my video today, I did do a video like I promised on counterfeit coins. And I'm sorry it got so close to this show. I wanted to do it a little bit sooner than that, but if you checked it out, I told you guys to come and check out the rest of it here. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm sorry for the people that's getting stuck, but I'm telling everybody this, and I'm sure that you guys on the panel agree. When you go into a shop, and if your gut's telling you it don't feel right, and they don't have a Sigma test or they can't prove that it's really real, leave it alone. Don't buy it. I mean, gosh, you guys work hard for your money, so just don't buy it. There is so many counterfeit coins today, and my biggest problem is with the channels on the internet because these China people are getting them across to us really easy through Wish and Etsy and all that.
It's not just China though. It's just.
I just said China and them. I did okay.
Oh, them?
Yeah, there's more than just China send them. We even got them here in the U.S. making fake coins. So yeah, I mean, it don't mean it's just them. There is people out there making fake coins all the time. I get people coming in. Oh, look at this error I found. I started looking it over real good, and I got to tell them, hey, it's been lasered. How do you know that? The fine cut, for one thing. The other thing is when the U.S. Mint stamps a coin and it's been misstamped, you can tell the difference between the roundness, the texture of the coin. You ain't not going to see any foul play like you do when you see a laser cut. It's nice, smooth, everything's perfectly. There's no roundness to it where the stamp came down.
Now, don't they also like cast them, like pour them as well?
They do. Yes, they do. And actually, in the video that I did, there is a bust dollar that you clearly, even on screen, can see that was cast. It was never, struck by the U.S. Mint whatsoever. It was a cast made. It was a fake made coin, and I did make sure that got showed. I showed showed a 10th ounce gold and a gold panda. Speaking of the gold panda, guys, the guy did not know the difference when he brought it into me. When it says AG is silver, AU is gold. When you bring in a coin and I look at it, it says AG, and you're telling me it's a gold coin, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's not. It's fake.
Okay, first off, Gypsy Stacker, it didn't show up because it's one of the complimentary monthly. It says, y'all rock, and Keith and crew, giddy up. And Gypsy Stacker, member for 7 months, thank you. Amy Harrell member for 1 month. Thank
test
you.
your jury when it
The
comes.
channel members help out a lot.
Well, Frank wants to know if you test your jury when it comes in.
We do test our jewelry. We use a key tester. It's the easiest and most simplistic way at this time. If you all aren't familiar with that, Mike knows a little bit about that.
Yeah, I do. I seldom key tester, so yes, I do. I recommend that one over a lot of them.
Yeah, you should test everything. Being a coin dealer, you should test everything when it comes in. Now, back to the subject about counterfeits. You was telling a little bit about counterfeits. Robert, counterfeits. I said, did you catch the topic tonight? And you're like, what'd you do? You held something up.
Oh,
Told everybody what you held up.
My box of counterfeits. That's what that all is. These are coins that come in, and before Sigma and everything else, you had to rely upon experience. I believe Mike can take an attest to that. I mean, there's always been methods of checking them, but
mine's always been my gut. If my gut told me something didn't feel right, I walked away. I didn't care. I could be missing out on a good deal, but if my gut's telling me that, I start feeling like, well, I don't know about this. I'm not going to second guess me. I'm going to walk away.
Well, Mike, I'll tell you what, I do that immensely myself, but my point was not that. My point was before the Sigma, before a lot of these machines, we had to go by, come on.
An acid test, weight test. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, your gut says something, but it's because you got experience as well saying, this don't look right, don't feel like, don't smell like. The story don't work, that came
and
up.
then at that point, you're already convinced yourself you're not buying that coin. You're walking away.
One of the easiest ways, in my opinion, and I don't mean to cut you guys off. I just wanted to say this before I forgot, because I do forget a lot of stuff. One of the easiest ways, in my experience, if you don't have the proper tools, the testing equipment, get one that you know is real, hopefully the same year. Because they do coins do vary from year to year. Get one that's real and compare it to one that you have in question. That is a good way of telling if you already own the coins. But again, should always seek, I guess you could say, the opinion of experienced person.
And when you guys get a chance, check that video out. You'll see a whole bag of proof eagles.
Again, Star, if you could drop
they did a really good job. They're perfect. You couldn't tell them the difference against another eagle. They did it perfect. The only thing was they didn't test out.
Now, since we are on the subject and you do have that box there, you want to show us something out of your box? I don't have anything here. I'm at home. I'm not at the shop.
Yeah,
so my
me
little
too.
box,
I had a great big metal box. It is in the video.
None of us sell our counterfeits. We keep them for educational purposes.
We do not. So.
Okay, so see, Robert's already ready. Let's put him on, and he's going to tell us a little bit about some of the counterfeits he has. Go ahead, Robert.
Okay, guys, this is one of them. As you can see, looks to be
the two's already wrong on that.
Yeah, well, there's everything wrong. But I took and somebody sent these to me, asked me to look them over, and as soon as I pulled them out, I said, they're counterfeit. I said, I don't need to do nothing else. I said, they're counterfeit. The look, the feel, nothing.
Now, did you hold them in your hand for weight purposes?
Yep, I sure did. And that was another thing that told me. I took and the person said, I got these off of eBay for $8.99. I said, there's your first mistake. I said, anything that is too good to be true is just
usually not true.
Exactly. So that was, I'm just going to show you some of the ones, guys, that I've got now. Here's another one. Here's a Morgan.
Now, before we get into this, I want to touch on Drickett's comment here. Aren't the Secret Service supposed to investigate these counterfeits? They do investigate, and I do have a couple videos on my channel about that. Sorry for interrupting, Robert. Go ahead.
Okay, some of them they do, yeah. However, here's a Morgan that they did a decent job on this one. Now, some of these guys,
can you turn it to the rim? Can I look at the rim? Yeah, see the rim. It looks a little thicker than normal.
Well, see, and all these little things that you're talking about, Mike. Yeah, that's what I said, and I knew you'd revert back to your old self. That experience, just
Right,
right.
right.
That
That
all
looks casted to me.
It is
Well-
casted. You can see how high it is.
right. So, see, some of them. No, let's see here. Here's the classic, Mike. You'd remember these.
Oh yeah, I got them in my video.
Okay.
I got
Well-
a bag of them. Speaking of the video, it's in the video. A guy was down in Mexico and called me up. He was coming out of Mexico, asked what I was paying for seated dollars. And I told him $200 and up for, common junkies. That's what they are. The thing is, he bought every last one of them and brought them back to me to find out they were fake. And it reverts back to what we just said. What's too good to be true is usually not true. He paid $25 a coin.
Yeah. See, I had a friend, my wife's brother, or no, who was it that? Well, his name's Noel, but he came from Saudi Arabia. He worked there, and he says, I got these coins. He says, can you tell me if they're real or not?
Trade dollar.
Yeah. I told him, I looked at him, I says, yes, they're all counterfeit. He says, how do you know? I said, give me a magnet and I'll show you.
Oh, them were that bad. No, I got some of them. I got will not stick to a magnet. They use.
No, I know, but the ones in Saudi Arabia, they will.
Yeah.
Sydney Butler says, my LCS been getting fakes strong for some time now, and she won't buy them. She doesn't want others who buy to think maybe she might resell them. In other words, get that reputation, which is smart. In a sense, that's a good thing, but you should always try to get them from the people in a polite manner. Don't like steal them or take them or anything, but just tell them, if a lot of them will be upset about it, but then when you tell them, it's kind of, well, I don't want them. I said, well, if you want, you can donate them and we can use them for educational purposes.
There has been cases where I wanted to get some like 85 car cities off the room in a show where I paid the guy like $5 or $10 because they were in PCGS and NGC holders. I bought them, and I bought them cheap because you ain't gonna sell a real one for that. But I bought them just to get them off the floor. I didn't want to walk with them anymore.
Okay, Mike, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Keith also. This here was one that the Secret Service actually they looked at. This was sent in for the Secret Service to look at. So, and just to let you see another one, this here was also sent in at the same time.
There's just a second.
Is that a quarter?
Army, there's a video that talks about the Secret Service FBI. I'll find it.
Well, I just wanted to show you these here now. Now here's what you.
PCGS set that back. It looks like counterfeited. Add it mint mark.
Yep. So, okay, take me off, Keith. That's it for now.
Anyway.
I can't find it.
Yeah.
I'm on a different screen.
Anyway, guys, just remember that we have Doug Davis out there who really works hard at trying to stop this. He works with the FBI and all of them. He's really a good guy. But they are a non-profit organization. Bit America donates to them every year. We try to help them.
You talking Doug?
Doug Davis, yeah.
Doug Davis, yeah. A lot of times you can get emails from Doug Davis, even if you're not a coin dealer.
Yes, you
He
can.
is trying to spread the info out there.
All you gotta do is, if you want, if you guys want, you can contact myself, Rob, or Keith through email to like Coin Crew or Rob. I think you got an email, don't you, sir?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can contact us, and we'll be glad to give you that information to Doug Davis so you can get that email sent to you so you can see what's going on out there. They are really trying to get the counterfeits off, but here's the thing. Every day there is people out there creating more and more counterfeit coins. It's coming up faster and it's coming off.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, Keith and Mike both. Have you guys seen the new silver bars that are beating Sigma?
Yeah, they're using copper and they're using 20% silver.
they're using copper, and then they're layering it. The one I seen was they're using copper center, and they're layering it with like a millimeter of silver.
It's 20% silver. It's
That,
strong enough that it is beating the Sigma tester. So they are at work now. The Sigma company is at work to try to beat it. Here's the thing: they keep coming out with new units, and they get better and better. But somebody keeps finding a way to get around it. It took a little bit. This new mini's only been out a little over a year, I think, and they've already found a way to beat it a little bit. So, if I'm once again, if my gut don't feel good, I want to do more to the bar. I want to be able to cut into it. If they won't let me, I'm going to buy it. I guarantee I'll buy it if it's real.
yep.
And and I'll buy it for the offer I made to them. Because simple reason, I might lose $1, but it's okay. At least I got something fake off the.
I
off
found
the
it.
Right.
I found it after all this time. So I guess you could say I'm a slow typer, so bear with me a second. Here's a video about counterfeits. I could learn how to type. You guys keep on talking. I'm just.
Yeah,
But yeah, guys, at the end of this, if you want to go to Mid America and check out that new video we put up today about counterfeit coins, we showed a bunch of them. You can. Right now, I had a guy about a week and a half ago now bring in 10-ounce golds to me. As soon as he carried 20 of them, as soon as he carried them in, he didn't even get a chance to set them down. When I glimpsed them, I said they're fake. They're all fake.
Now this video I just posted. If Against an Army wants to grab that link again, he can. It's where the Secret Service, someone had mentioned, does the Secret Service test this kind of stuff. It's where the Secret Service actually came into my shop and we ran some tests. And then there's a video where we got the phone call also, which is linked in that description. Took me a minute, but I found it. I hope you guys like it. I'm sorry for interrupting. Yeah. There's that. So, have you ever, or your spouse ever, Mike or Robert, bought a decent amount of counterfeit silver dollars accidentally?
No, I can't say, but they did buy a decent amount, and that's in my video too. I mentioned that my son and my wife, they weighed them. Here's the problem I had when they told me they weighed them, and they weighed exactly what they were supposed to weigh. I said, "Well, did you account for the hole that's drilled in them?" They said the guy told them that they were wearing them as necklaces. They made necklaces out of them. They was all foreign silver coins, and they bought about 160 of them at about I think they paid like $4 or $5 a piece for them. I was really upset because as soon as I looked at them, I said, well, let's test them because they didn't look right. And I was 100% right. They were fake.
Mike has got a great question, and I guess we can start with Robert on this. So when we are buying from the big boys, and I guess they're referring to people like APMEX, SD Bullion, Monex, MCM, all of that, should they be worried? Robert, what's your opinion? Should they be worried?
Well, I mean, if it is the big boys that you're referring to, like APMEX, somebody who's got a lot to, I personally, I'll be honest, I'd buy from Mike and it wouldn't, I wouldn't be worried. I'd buy from you, Keith. I wouldn't be worried. Because someone has usually taken and tested it already.
There is that chance, though, but I wouldn't be worried.
If they did, now let me finish, because if they did, just like with Mike and yourself, if you did send me something and on the off chance I checked it out and it came back negative, I know I can contact either of you guys or them and they would make it right.
Usually, yeah, that's what happens when you buy from a reputable person, is especially if they're large, they will make it right. Except for in the case of Mud SWAT here he says, I know a guy who owned an LCS, which for those of you that don't know, LCS means local coin shop. He bought $200,000 worth of counterfeit Chinese province coins. Lost his entire business because of it. That is a risky thing. That means if he bought it, he didn't have the money to buy it in the first place if he lost his business. But yeah, that's what can happen. That type of thing. Have you heard any stories like that, Mike or Robert? People losing their business because of
Well,
overbuying counterfeit.
yeah, but it was for a different reason, and you know, that
Well,
was,
yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about for counterfeit purposes.
yeah. Well, I mean, counterfeit checks are counterfeit. You know, that's I had a guy who lost
Another
his-
story.
Another story. Yes.
Like I said, the only ones I've ever heard of losing their business usually had to deal with a woman.
Yeah, that too could happen.
We don't want to go there, guys.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying it wasn't
So much
from.
slack.
But
Yeah.
it could have been the opposite. It could have been because of a guy too. You know.
Well, right. You're right. You're right.
Okay. Does anybody know of B. Roos? Don't let us down now. Is there any other verifiable machines like Sigma on the market at a cheaper price?
No.
Yeah, there's a glass of water and a scale.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a gravity test.
Right. You can do a gravity test, but you better know what you're doing for one. Here again, be knowledgeable about it. And yeah, that's the easiest way, and it's cheaper. Takes a minute to do it. But
And Silver Seeker did some videos on that. If you guys want to look for those, Silver Seeker did some videos. We'll explain it a lot better than we can explain it here, because you can go back and rewind it, and it's already there.
right.
So yeah,
Maybe
there's
I
the
might
gravity
do a
test.
video on that for people. I might just
There's
go
the
ahead and do it.
pinger test.
The
You get a
ping
pinger
test.
app.
I use that on big bars sometimes.
You get a pinger test. Those are cheaper, and I'm sure probably in the link of this description. Not sure, but I think there's a link you can buy a pinger, and I'll make a couple bucks. But you can get a pinger tester where it's got the little stick in the holder and stuff.
Or
And
you
it's
just
like
get you a
20 bucks.
brass hammer. Go to the local store and buy you a brass hammer.
That's even cheaper. Yeah, that's cheaper. And then you just grab the app off your phone.
That's what I use. I got a brass hammer in my desk.
As I said, the corner of a desk works okay too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, you deal a little bit more with the wholesalers and stuff. How about Provident Metals, Hero Bullion, the newer ones? Basically, the guys that haven't been around for 20 years.
Provident Metals, their bullion is okay. I know the company that makes it for them because I deal with that same company, and I tell you, I trust that company very very well. I only deal with 4 major companies anymore. I've had companies, and this happens not to you guys; it happens to us dealers, and that's why there's one company I'm not dealing with at all. Where we had a box deliver, and there was 1 ounce out of each tube missing. That is not an accident. I mean,
Yeah, I
25
wouldn't
rolls,
be dealing
that's
with
not
that
an
company
accident.
either. I definitely wouldn't deal with that company.
But it took them a while, but they made it right. But by then, they've already lost my business. So
Well, it wasn't a counterfeit situation with me. We made an order from somebody recently, and we were short a couple rolls of it, and they shipped it out. They FedExed it. When we call them, they go, "No, we video record putting the stuff in the box. Don't worry about." I said, we actually recorded opening the box, so we have video proof. He says, "Just a minute." So he got back on the phone, and that's when he says, "Don't worry about it. I just watched the video of them packing it. They didn't put the 2 rolls in there. We'll get it to you as quick as possible." Had it first thing next morning as soon as we opened. They paid out the extra money. And that's what a good business would do. And it's the same way with counterfeits. A good business will do everything in their power to correct that situation as fast as
the worst thing ever happened to me is when I ordered a row of buffaloes, and it somehow went to Arizona. But the company, when I talked to them, they started looking for it because they said it was already signed for. Then they realized it got signed somewhere in Arizona. They did the same thing. They shipped me out a row. Actually, they didn't ship it out because they're only 200 miles away from me. They got in their vehicle and drove it to me because they wanted to make it right.
Okay, Jack Love just said he watched Seeker's gravity test. He explained it very well. So there you go. So
I watched it too. He did a good job.
Yeah, I did too. I just don't remember the name of the video.
I don't either.
I would just go to his channel, maybe test gravity, search gravity test. I mean, I don't know what to search for there. Okay, this is our counterfeit video. Thank you against the Army. Guys, if you throw your question marks in front of your question, I'm more likely to pin it.
But guys, are we just going to touch on this subject, or are we going to touch on the market
Do you
subject?
want to touch on something else? That was the main topic for tonight.
That was the main topic.
We kind of got swirled because I was sitting here at 5 minutes to, and I'm like, I pick up my phone and I'm like, hey, I'm in the chat by myself. I started getting a little antsy. I'm like, and then they pop up. So it's like, they just wanted to give me a heart attack, I guess. I don't know.
But guys, the other subject, I was looking at that. The other subject I want to touch on is the metals today. We talked about it a little bit, Keith, and everything about the changing of the metals. I don't know if you guys noticed it. The market has changed a little bit. And
Lord, has it changed?
I told you it was coming. You notice the numbers are going up, the premiums are coming down. So, guys, you're still kind of paying about the same you was 2 or 3 weeks ago, but you're not paying as high as premiums. Your 90% has dropped down pretty low. So, I mean, right now, if you're paying more than $3-4 over, you're paying too much. Right now, gold and silver has made a move too. Now, silver itself has not made as much move as the gold or 90%, but it has moved down.
Robert, do you know anything about this? What's up with the ups? Thousands of coins coming up missing per an A&A article.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I warned everybody about this.
I was asking Robert, man, but you,
okay.
I don't care. Whichever you want to do, man.
No, let Robert answer. I'm take a break.
Okay, as I say, we take and we ship out about $10,000 worth of coins every year. And I'll be honest, I think a lot of it, there's a few things I'd suggest to you. One, do not have coin in your name whatsoever, sender or receiver. If you guys are proud of your name, like, Silver Stack or, no offense, I'm not picking nobody out here, okay? But if like Silver Stack or the Coin Crew, and you got coins coming or going, the postal workers see that. Mine goes from my personal name to somebody that's got a personal name, and my wife, Florida Lena, is known throughout the country as being one of the best packers for coins, to where when you get a coin from her, one, you're going to probably dull a good knife blade. Two, you won't hear nothing in that box rattle. I don't care what it is. You won't hear it rattle. And those are a couple of things. Now, what other people are doing, I really don't know. I did see the article like Mike, and I just got to wonder, because before Floor was packaging for us, and whenever there was coin in the name, we had at least minimum 3 to 5 items come up missing probably every quarter. That's all I know.
I just put CC. I don't put the word coin on it, but yeah.
I would know that as Coin Crew. I would spot it if I was a mail guy. Say, oh, that's Coin Crew, CC.
Well, that's the local mail guy, but what you have to worry about most with the postal system is not your local mail carrier.
Well,
in some cases, it's the other guys that are sorting in the mail rooms and stuff that are temporaries that just come in. Those are the guys who have just started.
In the past year, the Postal Service put in a new way of running these packages, and the bad part is an X-ray. They can see anything and everything in them boxes now. They know exactly what's in the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the other thing I'm telling people, and I got customers that put orders in with me, they know they're going to wait until January for it to ship out. This is the worst time of year to ship. And every coin dealer that knows anything, bullion guys, they're a little nervous about shipping. If it's a short ship, they're fine with it. A lot of them don't want to ship very far because our packages come up missing. And it's not because we're using our name, because on my box, it's either going to have Mid-America or it's going to be MA. That's what we put in an address. We never put coins on the deal. And I tell my customers when they come in, they don't have to put coins on their check. In your check, don't put what your memo is. Put it in like if you got a tablet with you, write it down what your memo is on that check. Write it in your checkbook, but do not put it on check if you don't want people to know what it is.
Real quick, let's touch on this. Plumber Staker has a question to the panel. Your biggest oops when buying a raw coin or high grade coin. What's your biggest mistake? If you want to tell a story, tell it quick. How's that sound? So we can get on.
I'll let you go first.
I cannot think of one. I've made so many mistakes in my life. There wasn't no biggest oops.
Well, we need the biggest oops.
My wife bought a. Well, no, I shouldn't throw it.
Now you're blaming it on the wife.
I'm not going to. I was going to say what my wife bought, but no. Golly, I don't know.
What mistake have you made, so I can blame you?
There you go.
Even it's not my mistake, you blaming me.
I would have to say I bought some fake Morgans accidentally. I mean, we've all done it.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to help you out because it was all three of us boys. Do you remember Dearborn, Michigan? We had the guy bring up 3 rolls of silver dollars. We bought them, and part of each roll had fake dollars in it.
No, I don't remember. Man,
we bought it. We bought it there.
Ago.
All three of us was set up. We was in the main room in the back.
You're sitting here telling me about something that happened longer than breakfast ago.
Well, I'm sorry, but there you go. And that was all on us. So there you go. I told his oops with my oops. There you go.
Okay, my oops, guys. I was young, and I mean, sadly, I didn't have a lot of money. But I took and I made a mistake, and I think it was maybe $100 mistake back then. But, I took, and like I say, I wasn't a big dealer. I was doing it as a hobby, but that made me mad enough to where I ended up taking, and I've taken several grading classes from the ANA, and actually at some of the ANA shows, which might, you, Keith, you might both know. Guys, when you go to an ANA show, they have little areas where they'll take a small room and they'll have grading for counterfeiting, for artificial toning. I mean, all kinds of classes. Take them. They're really, really worth the money.
Bill has asked.
Have you guys seen much from Bill Horvat?
I just seen it.
ASC counterfeits compared to the Maple Leaf.
That's
Compared to the Maple Leaf. What's that?
That's what
there you go. I'm gonna tell you.
What he was asking was
on the newer ones
for maples.
You know what? It was a week and a half, and we already had fake American Eagles when they did the Privy Mark. You know how hard it is to make a maple Privy Mark? It's almost impossible. Why didn't our U.S. follow their marks? If you ever looked at a maple and looked in that little bitty leaf, they got 50 little maple leaves in it. I actually have the counterfeit machine that the Canadian they sent them for the maple leaves, so we can look in there. How they get them little bitty things, I don't know. But guess what? I've seen fake ones. They can't get that little bitty maple leaf. It's just a bunch of little dots.
I grabbed your hand, honey. I didn't let you go all the way under. And sometimes someone had in the chat earlier.
Did you see them, Robert? Have you ever seen a maple leaf fake, a newer one?
Nope.
It's that I have, and all it is a bunch of little dots. They couldn't get the little maple leaves.
I haven't seen them yet. They haven't been around here that I know of.
No, I've only seen a couple. But Eagles, it was a week and a half after they introduced their new Privy Mark. And I think if you remember, Mr. Boyer, on your deal, when I said they could laser cut it at, I think one of your people said, "Oh, how can they do that?" You would notice it. Well, not when you're laser cutting, because that's how they put them in. It's a perfect cut.
Now, I noticed Against an Army has thrown up. Do you have a counterfeit video that we could throw up, Robert?
No.
Okay, so we have a counterfeit video from Mike's channel, and we have one from my channel. Mine is involving the Secret Service. So mine's kind of cool like that, I guess. I don't know. Because it went through all kinds of tests. They actually called us. There's 2 different videos, but the video he's thrown up links the other video in the description. So hopefully you guys can check that out after the show. But before we get too much further, I want to say, guys, check this dude out right here. Go sub his channel. He's actually starting to make some more videos. So we want to encourage him to do
don't
even
tell
more.
nobody that, okay?
And then this guy down here, sub his channel too. He's one of the larger coin guys on YouTube. He deals with errors a lot, and he has auctions and stuff. So those guys deserve much love. And also in January, we're going to start rotating this show, I guess, through all the channels. This is the last show of the year. And when we come back, it'll be about a week after or so. We'll get back on a system. And once we're back on our new system for the year, it'll be every 2 weeks like clockwork. And if one of us miss, I guess, I don't know, am I going to volunteer your spouses to go up in your place?
Sure, why not?
Be without you.
I don't know if you'll get her up there, but you can go ahead and volunteer.
But whatever the case is, we're going to do our 2 weeks, and it's going to be repetitive throughout the year until next Christmas. We're not going to be jumping around every other week. That's the way these guys roll. Something like that. I don't know, wherever they are.
By then, Keith might be able to figure out how to point.
Yeah, one of these days, I'll figure out how to point. You're looking at the screen, and see, I can point down pretty easy. It's that one because I'm actually pointing to the left, and on the screen it looks like I'm pointing to the right. It messes up your thing. So, yeah, I get a shoebox. I'm not really sure what that means. So if anybody has questions, I'm actually caught up. I probably missed a bunch of them. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at this one here, Keith, and he's
from.
Huh?
You're looking at what?
Well, I'm looking at a couple here.
Be careful when you're buying on eBay. Chai Charon says the fake 2022 SE are listed on eBay every
I'm
day.
behind. I'm way behind. Never mind. I'm looking at an old one. Sorry. I gotta get that caught up. Why is mine like this?
Look at the 2023 Britannias. Those have 3 places to make it really hard to fake. Yeah, I love the security features. I wish America would do something with the Silver Eagle as far as adding a security feature.
A little bit of line they took out. That was
a joke.
It was. It's not. It don't stop any counterfeiting. It only took them a week and a half, and they had fake ones out.
Oh, I thought they had them out before the real ones came out.
No.
They do that with bills sometimes.
They do with the bills, but at least that was the first one I seen a week and a half after we did them.
So we were changing the subject slightly to talk about the premiums on silver, how they've come down tremendously from a week or two ago. And where do you think silver's going from now until, I don't know, another month or so? Do you have any thoughts on an upward movement?
I think we're going to see what we're seeing. We're going to see, and I'm going to tell you, it showed real heavy in my shop in the last couple of weeks. We're going to see these numbers keep going up, but we're going to see premiums come down a little bit. The thing is, you're still paying, like I said, close to the same spots you're paying, just that you're not paying. We might finally get back to normal.
Go ahead.
But the Eagles, if you notice, the big guys are buying them really cheap, but they're keeping them high numbers up there. Why is that?
I've noticed Atmex is buying them as low as 350 over.
Well, and look what they're selling at.
Yeah, like 16 over. Chai Charon says the little line, the missing line on the new SE design, it saves them silver in the long run. We know the mint's greedy, but I don't think it saves them any silver. I think they still have the same amount of silver in there. But it does make you think that's what they're doing. Like China, the China government, their mint, they actually lowered them from 31.12 grams to 30 grams. Now that was straight up, taking the silver. But I don't think the Eagles are any lighter. Do you guys? I think they're just moving it.
Well, they're not moving as fast. But, guys, I mean, I'm paying right now. I've been paying between $4.50 and $5. Yes, the numbers did drop, but I'm only selling at 10 and 11. These numbers that they got on these new Eagles, you can buy them cheaper from me, guys. I mean, the bottom line, it's just crazy what they're doing. Their numbers have came down.
Oh, did he say something?
I think there you go. I think what happened was these other bigger guys got stuck with their stuff. They wasn't moving as fast. I buy the stuff to move. I'm not.
He said you said something about you can buy something cheaper, and then you disappeared, Mike. What's up with
I know
that?
you did that.
My hands are right here.
Yeah, I hear you. But that's okay. You don't want the people to know. That's fine.
Hey, Mike, next year we'll be able to be playing with the controls.
Yeah. I'm going to zap him way back.
Yeah, zap me back, guys. Zap me back in time.
Uh-huh.
Zap me back. So
But no, the premiums even on new Eagles are coming down. It's. I think the guys they did these pre-orders. I wasn't doing them because the mint could not give real numbers. They're stuck in these numbers, and so that's why they got them still high.
I've been saying for months a comfortable price for the Eagles, and it has been showing on my Sunday auctions, and I'm sure other people have noticed it. The comfortable zone is 35 to 40. And right now, we're still looking at a retail at 35 to 40. If you look at where spots at with your 10 to 11 over. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm about 35, yes.
Yeah, so we're still looking at the 35 to 40, depending on where you get it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when you start looking at the other guys, they're 42, 43. Come on.
Yeah, see, Mudswat's like type 2 is WoW 42. Yeah. Hey, there's the new Tyler Lane. Hello, Tyler.
And I have type 2s for 35. Just saying.
Just saying. Now, do you guys, Robert, do you have a problem getting a hold of some of the older dates? So say the pre-2000?
No.
I mean, I pay depending on what the year is. But no, they're readily available.
They're a little more expensive than the commons, and that's just simply because they're a lower print.
No, the only ones I pay a premium on, I want to say, is the 86.
What about the 94 and 96?
Well, I was about to say the 94 and 6. That also costs extra, but that's what I say. 86, 94, 96. I think those are. That's about it. The rest of them are pretty much
the 93
through
right, 97 are lower.
The 97 is starting to make a move up. Yes,
so is the 94 has already made a large move. Are there known Bill Horvat? I'm sorry, Bill has another question. Are there known fakes in the New Morgans and Peace Dollar? They have been going crazy price on auctions, and I'm scared to get them. I just sold one last Sunday on my auction. I think I got like 125, 130 for the D, and that's what it is in the dealer gray sheet. I don't know about them going crazy or nothing. Do you guys know anything? How much did you sell a
D for? I would have paid you 175 for a D.
OGP.
I don't care. Throw that sheet away.
I'm just saying. We'll see. I guess some of them are going crazy. Just not on my auction.
Well, the problem with the D is the mintage is way off on them. There was a lot of spots, and they were sent back in. They never produced them back out.
Has there been any known fakes of them at this time? Have you
not that I have found. And I'm dealing with this stuff daily quite a bit. Have you found any, Robert?
No, I just like Matt T's comment.
What was
you guys are crazy.
I buy all these ASEs for cheap from the seller off of the AliExpress.
You buy them from Ali.
I got a pretty right here I can sell you.
No, I had a customer buy.
I got some proofs that was bought from there. You want to buy them?
He bought some gold 1 ounce eagles from Alibaba, and he thought he was getting a deal buying them for $500-$600 when gold was $1,100. And Secret Service got involved on that deal too. That was way before we started YouTube. So, guys, if you go to Alibaba and you see a price that's way cheaper, especially on Alibaba, it's too good to be true. That's because it is.
Not true.
It's not true.
I'm not certain. I don't have it here because it's sitting somewhere else. I took and I was introduced from somebody sent me a few coins. Actually, it's a friend of mine. He took and bought some of these. I don't know if you've seen them yet, Keith or Mike, but they are Indian head pennies that Alibaba did that were off-centered.
I actually just got in a Flying Eagle scent. I'm going to have to inspect it a little more. The color
they
is
have them
way
too.
off.
Well, he's talking about the green on it, which is the cancer on it. He wants to know. What to
Anyway,
do.
what should one do with a 2-cent piece with green oxidation on it? Says Mike O'Brien.
Ryan, yep.
What do you think, Mike?
I'm not going to touch that one because I'm really against clean coins.
Robert, do you have any ideas?
See if PCGS or NGC can conserve it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. See if they can conserve it, because not all coins can be conserved.
Well, I don't know. I sent one in because I thought when they observe it, they don't call it clean.
Yeah,
Well, they called it clean.
and they
I
clean
paid
it.
all that money, and before when it was in the holder, I sent it back to them because they said, "Well, if you want a better grade, send it to their conservation." And
Gen X says, I guess he
so I
said,
took
buy
it
it
out
from
of a graded
Alibaba.
holder and
It's kinda
turned
like
it into a clean holder.
buying air coins from Etsy. Legit. Yeah, they have that. Etsy will have these listings. One of a kind. 1776,
Once again,
1976 quarter.
Hon, what'd you do about
$100,000.
air
Once
penny I
again,
gave
please
you
go
today?
to my video. Look at the gold
That one
coin.
was at the
It
gas
came from Etsy.
I just found a penny in the parking lot at where I filled up with gas. It's like, man, I'll tell you what, I guarantee you $1 million. Etsy will sell that as an error.
Oh, it is, man.
Well, like I
here
said, the
it's
gold
not-
coin that's in my video came from Etsy.
Yeah, it's a 1961D with, you cannot get them scratch marks anywhere else than off of an original error that comes from a parking lot. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I think you
I'll
should
tell right
send
now.
I
I
think
was
you should
off the
send it
screen.
there.
Did you just show it?
Let's sell it.
Did you just show it?
Yeah, you didn't.
Let's see it again. I was off the screen.
Oh,
This
Right
is that
there.
original. Oh, look at that. That's one of
Hey.
a kind.
Hey,
that's
rare.
an original
Robert,
parking lot.
let's send that in to
Send
them
it
and
in,
let
get
them
it
sell it.
graded as a one of a kind, and throw it on
Let
there.
them sell it. They can sell it. I'm telling you.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll open the bid right here, right now. $1.
Well, let's get it on Etsy first.
Okay,
Etsy,
you can
okay.
use Alibaba for poker chips, their coins. I just seen Jackalope Herdmaster made a comment, and this could have been what happened with your coin. Conserving a coin may reveal an old cleaning that went unnoticed, and that is the case sometimes.
Yeah, but I've not seen. They started. I've never seen. I don't know, Mike. You tell me if you have, but I have yet to see a coin that was conserved by NGC or PCGS that did not, after they got through conserving it, come back as a coin that it was a problem coin, and it was usually a clean coin.
I had an 1885 nickel. I sent it in to get it conserved. Looked beautiful when it came back. It cost me like $300-400, right? 6 months later, it starts getting these streaks all over. Whatever they used to conserve it, it didn't work because they forgot to wrench it off or something, man. And I had to sell that
Well, it was
coin.
still conserving. It was still working. It wasn't done.
I had to sell that coin at a loss because it was better off before it was conserved. I was trying to bring some of the brightness back.
What I'm going to
this
say
got
to
a little bit of
people,
funny color to it.
I
Bring it
know you
back, man.
suggested for them to send it in. Be careful. The bottom line is, I took a coin that was worth $2,000 and I wound up selling it for $900.
That
And
penny
I
that
could have got. Here's the thing: when I left the coin ugly, I got offered $1,600 from Heritage. I should have sold it.
So that coin of yours, Matt T says, was also hit by Elvis's limo.
How
And
did
Tyler
you
Lane
know,
says,
man?
how much?
Hey, I think I got a video of it too.
There you go. I'm telling you, Etsy it.
Guys, when you're buying from different sources, pick a couple that you trust. Don't just buy everywhere under the sun, because if you do that, you're not going to be able to remember exactly. I mean, if you do a lot of paperwork, you will, but who does a whole lot of paperwork when you have 10,000 coins? Well, you're going to have 10,000 pieces of paper saying, I bought this from there, I bought this from there. It starts getting monotonous. So just buy off of who you trust and, live and learn. We all make mistakes.
Okay, well, let's get back to the stackers out there. Guys, I'm back again on this subject.
He's
If
back.
you guys really, really want to invest, this is your definitely time, because come January, things are going to change. You're going to see numbers higher, and you're going to see the government doing stupid stuff.
I heard something.
I know they've done a lot over the years, but this is going to be the best at the first of the year. And just stay tuned, and you guys will see.
You know what I heard today about the government? I heard, truth be told, I heard that they're really secretly stupid. That's what I heard.
I heard that
I need to
same
get a new
rumor.
chair. It makes noise.
I heard that same rumor, but I also heard that Biden is going to win this time around again.
Well, we can't talk. We don't want to talk about that. We just want to talk about the government as a whole.
Okay, well, because you know what? The things he's done for everybody in the last couple of months, how do you not win?
The secret is out. The secret is
And
out.
on that note, I'm going to drop it there, and you guys think what I'm talking about. Because I cannot say it out what he really did, but just watch.
So what did you hear, Robert?
I don't listen.
Probably a safe bet.
So what he heard was nothing. Nothing.
Hey,
You know,
I'm like Schultz on.
But I'll tell you guys what they're trying to do and what they're going to do is going to hurt the economy again, but help all you guys out there stacking.
Gonna knock your door down. All weapons fell out of the canoe into the river. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, where's my weapons? I lost them. They fell out into the river.
I mailed all mine to Robert Lawson.
And then not only did they fall out into the river, they fell out into one of the biggest rivers in the United States. They fell into the Mississippi River. Good luck. They fell in up at the tunnel near Illinois and stuff, and they could have floated all the way down to Louisiana. They may be in the Gulf. I don't know. Good luck finding them.
They said mine was in the Ohio River. Go for it, dredge it.
Yeah, that's another ferocious river to try to dredge up.
Shit, could you imagine all the fake guns they would find? And cars.
Says, I'm not picking up what you're throwing down. What y'all think of using MS-70? I'm not a fan. What do you think, Mike?
Well, once again, I told you I'm against cleaning coins. So, and then, like I said, after sending my coins off to be conserved and that happened, I'm against that now. I don't even want to send them that stuff.
Well, I normally wouldn't post something like this, but hey, what do you know? I won't read it though. Y'all can if you want. It's up there. We posted it.
I agree with you, Steve.
There you go. That's the best you can get out of it, Steve, is a post and an agreement.
Hey, I wonder, Mike, if you remember the old
now he's gonna make me tell my age here, guys.
No, I think they did call them the G-men back in the day when moonshine was being run.
I do remember that.
I just wonder if the new IRS is going to be the same.
They're going to call them the G-men?
Yeah.
Well, they did hire quite a few of them.
So if you guys don't mind hitting the like,
G-men.
I've noticed we've got 70 plus people in here, 76, 77 likes. It would be greatly appreciated. And maybe share
Guys,
this
if you
out.
have any questions, please put them up. We're going to try to get them all.
Yeah, we're going to go a few minutes past because of my, I guess you could say, mishap. We don't want to say stupidity. I went to go live, and we're sitting here for 3 or 4 minutes talking, and I'm like, guys, are we even live? I never hit the live button. You hit the live button and then you got to hit go live now. I didn't hit the go live now. So yeah, we started.
Yeah, I like that.
We started 5 minutes ago.
Frank said a perfect dirty coin makes my hand looks clean. I like that.
Yeah, they do. They do great jobs.
Yeah, you put that in there, your hand has to be clean.
Want to say as a treasure hunter, I dig amazing coins that are damaged from the dirt, soil, etc. Sometimes these coins can be improved if you're good at it. Something like that. I guess restoring would be a good way to do. But some of that is just so hard. The environmental damage is eaten into the coin, and it's hard to restore a pitted coin once it's got it. Dude says 92 likes. What? Oh yeah, that's because everybody hit it. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Well, no, it was 77 when I said that a while ago. And I want to thank you guys. Sometimes we go in the chats and we forget to hit the likes, but believe it or not, guys, your likes help other people to see this video if you liked it. That's how the YouTube algorithm beast works. So, what's up? You guys can talk. I mean, don't everybody
I'm
talk.
I'm looking to see if there's anything else in there.
Okay, here. Hello. Been here long lurking, just not talkative day for me. Well, for as long as you were here lurking, you got posted up, man. We threw you out there where everybody could see you. Okay, here's
yeah, you got it. That's the one I was getting ready to tell you.
Here in Canada, our penny has been gone for 10 years now. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Do you think it was worth it if the USA gets rid of your penny? I think it's worth it. I think they should. I've been saying it for a long time.
I hope they do something like what you guys did. I did buy and I kept one of the Farewell gold pennies.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah,
I hope we do something like that.
Gilded gold on it. Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, William, it's really cool, man. It really is.
So do you think it would be worth it if the U.S. gets rid of our penny?
Well, I mean, it's costing them more to make it than what it's worth. So, yeah, I think so. You know, they always say they want to try to figure a way to get the money back, save it back. Well, let's stop making stupid stuff.
Well, let's make something that's going to help William, here is a statement to say what the U.S. has done to our penny. They made it disappear in 81 when they turned it to zinc.
Well, I guess.
Well, we actually call our penny a cent.
Yeah.
However, we still call it a penny in slang terms.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did that. Everybody else, almost everybody says a penny, not a cent.
But believe it or not, our penny don't make no sense. I mean, stop thinking about it.
Dude, you're my new friend. He has a solid gold one too.
Now I didn't get that one. Oh yeah, I think they are solid.
No, a solid gold. I don't have a gold one. I have the one that was like $125 at the time.
I have the gold one.
Oh, dude, you're my best friend too. I don't have a gold one. If there's a gold one out there, I need it.
I got it, but I don't want to sell it.
It's wrong. You see that, Robert? He's just rubbing it in my face.
Well,
I will let you look at it. I will show you what it looks like.
They got sold.
I'll show you what it looks like. You know, that'll help you. I might even let you touch it one of these days.
Jackalope likes the way they also did away with the $1 and $2 bill. No choice but to use the $1 and $2 coins. And that's one thing that we didn't do correctly.
When
we introduced the coins in 99 with the Sacagawea or the Susan B. Anthony, and then again in 2000 with the Sacagawea, we didn't give people the option. We didn't scarf up all the currency ones and say, hey, you're using this and that's it, where Canada did.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I kind of like the paper since neither one of them are worthless because it's lighter to carry.
Well, I understand that, but if they really wanted the dollar coin to work, they should have got rid of the bill. What do you think, Robert?
Well, I mean, the dollar coin is going to outlast the bill 100 times over. I mean, there's a large I think a currency only lasts like 2 or 3 years on average, where a coin will last you 15 to 30 years. So
Yeah, it's 2 to 4 for currency and 15, I think, to
I don't
20
know.
or
I got a
30.
lot of 1800s currency.
No, we're talking about if it just
Good.
stays in circulation and keeps circulating,
Well,
not
it
if
is circulated
somebody
into my
collects.
pile.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't start with the 79 was because they lapsed and restarted again. Since 1999, we've had a consistent small size dollar. That's
Well,
why I started there.
the reason why the Susan B didn't work, they made it too close to the quarter size, and the mom and pop stores were losing money left and right because the kids working in the store were giving them out just like quarters. That's why the Susan B didn't work. Now, the presidential dollars, if they would have pulled the paper, I agree with Keith, it probably could have worked. But once again, they didn't. Of course, didn't they? Had a lot of people confused and thought they was gold dollars. That's what they called them. And they thought they were supposed to get gold from coin dealers or money. Go ahead. Rob wants to say something.
Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, up top, Jerry Parker said, so y'all don't think silver will drop back down below $20 an ounce in 2023? Go ahead.
I don't think so.
I'm looking and I don't see his.
It's up.
Probably way up there, isn't it?
No. It's not too far up.
I don't think it will drop way below. I don't think it'll drop below. No, I can't find it.
I don't think so either. I think that you might be looking at the. Yeah, I think that if you haven't gotten, well, I would strongly suggest if you want to take and get into gold and silver before it really goes bad, I'm sort of like Mike. I think that we're on a spell. I've been noticing it goes up and then comes down, but it's not coming down as far as it went up, and then it goes back up again, comes down. But again, it's not coming down to the level that it was at before it went up. And it's
what you're seeing, what he's trying to say is, as silver's moving, what we've been noticing over the course of the past 6 months or so, we've been seeing higher highs and higher lows.
Yes, over the last 3 months, especially.
Yes, but
And
before that, we were seeing
what I was
lower
trying
lows
to
and
point
lower
out to
highs.
you guys is we're seeing the premiums come down, and I always said that once silver gets back up there, the premiums will come down, and they're going to keep coming down a little bit. Now, will they get down to where they was in the beginning of 50 cents over? No, we're not going to see them anymore. We might get it down to $1, $1.50, and that's where it's going to stop. But just remember, your coin guys got to make something to keep the lights on. That's how we're able to furnish service to you guys. Just like any other business, you go buy fuel, you got to pay that extra premium.
Well, we are just over an hour. We're just over an hour. We've talked about counterfeit coins. We've talked about stacking silver. 67 people in the chat. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. But it's probably about time to close out. What do you think, guys? I don't know.
That's up to you guys. I mean,
I'm just a guy. I don't know nothing. I'm here.
What do you guys think? You want to call it quits? Or you want to pump it a little bit longer?
Pump it a little longer.
Chat, you answer for us.
Who answers?
Chat. The chat.
Yeah, there you go. Put
That's
one
what I
in the
want.
chat
The
if
chat
you want us
answer.
to
I'm
end.
asking the people. I'm
Put
not asking
two in
you
the
guys.
chat if you want us to stay a little bit longer, another half hour maybe. We'll let you guys choose tonight instead of us just cutting it. That just didn't sound right.
Well, guys, we're going to be gone for about a month, and before we're
Yeah,
back
that's
on.
why we're going to be gone off here for at least a month.
But we'll all still be doing videos off
and
and
ended
on.
at the normal hour.
We still will be doing videos off and on. We just won't have.
Yeah,
a
we
live
just
chat.
won't have a live chat, and we'll come back on my channel, and then after that, we'll choose which one of those guys are coming in second, and we'll just keep the rotation going. So we've got a couple twos. I've seen a one.
I've seen a couple ones, mostly.
I think the ones might have been a mistake. I don't know.
I see a two.
Jackalope, I don't know what the I don't know what his comment was. So if you want to put your comment back in
Let's
there,
talk
Bullion
about
Renegade,
bullion.
I don't even know where it was. So yeah, it looks like we got some twos. So we'll say to about 8:30, 8:35.
Here's some more twos just popped up. Okay.
That sounds cool.
All right.
Are you guys okay with that?
I am fine with that.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we can't stay past 8:30 because I didn't eat dinner yet. I took my nap.
Well, I didn't eat dinner either. I was about ready to, but then somebody called me and said, "Hey, did you forget about our chat?"
And you did.
And I did. Yes, I did. I apologize.
No, I came home. I was tired, and I just went straight to bed. I didn't eat dinner, and I get up to eat dinner, and it's all gone. 2 other people in the house, and it's all gone. So that means that there wasn't enough there.
But
My
they thought
wife
about
did ask me if
themselves.
I
They
wanted
didn't
to
think
eat
about you.
dinner.
That's all. But anyway, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing for these people.
Looking for.
Yeah, we had some questions here, I'm sure. Let's see.
Okay, let's start. Gypsy Texture says, "Yo, here we go. Have 10 bar notes, hand signed."
Yeah, William
What
had
do
to
I
go
have?
to work. So thank you, William. We really appreciate you.
So, anybody you want? Robert, you want to talk about this one?
Nope, not me. That's not for me to discuss.
I'm not big on paper, so I'm not.
Bar notes are pretty well dead in the water right now. There ain't a lot of people even worried about them anymore. So
William Flowers says, "I have to go to work. Great night, guys. Thanks for the fun." William, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it, and that is why we usually only go for about an hour, because your time is valuable,
yes,
and we want to give you good value.
You have a good evening.
Thanks for hanging, William.
Yes.
You can tell you guys are brothers. You often fill each other's sentences at the same time. It's entertaining, says John Howe. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Wasn't me.
Yeah, I think it was Robert.
Robert's my brother, man. He's like, no, don't claim me.
Hey, I kept telling my wife, I'm working on getting to be Santa Claus, so hush. Keep me out of that.
I started letting some hair come out. It ain't out there yet. Decided today I'm not going to shave.
Yeah, well, I told her I'm working on being Santa Claus.
What do we got here?
1954 1 cent MS67. I'm guessing it's MS, not proof, because they didn't state proof. 67 plus. Your thoughts? I think that's a nice graded penny, is what I think.
67
plus.
I'm sorry, 54 could be a proof, and a 67 plus would not be that.
Yeah, in a proof, it's not that good, but in an MS, it is.
Well,
a plus. I mean, it's not like extravagantly expensive, but when you start getting pre-55, when you start getting 67 plus, they start to go up.
Yeah, well, we don't know if it's a proof or an MS. It didn't say.
Okay, he says MS now.
Okay, yeah. So, Bullion Renegade's question was, will the CBDC do to silver? What will it do to silver? I think it's going to increase the value. They're talking about doing away with money or something rather. I didn't catch.
Yeah, they're trying crypto. Yeah, they're trying to push us into crypto.
Yeah,
and that's another reason why a lot of my people started pulling back in, buying up heavy, because they don't trust it. Well, look at Bitcoin. Look what one company was able to destroy the Bitcoin just like that, pretty well almost.
And Bitcoin wasn't even affiliated with that company; they were just another crypto company.
Yep.
Yeah, but guys, let's look at it a little bit different than that. One, the United States government has been a world currency for a long time, since World War II, and it's been a debt currency or a fiat system from the Keynesian thought process. However,
you're my brother from another mother.
We look at the fact that the United States is $61 trillion in debt, right? Guys, what they're not telling you is there is a hidden market that has still backed by the United States currency, and it's $65 trillion. They don't even know where the hell it's at.
Digital currency, Lady Bluegrass says, digital currency is basically so they can keep track of every move we make. I have a strong feeling.
I agree.
Rather,
I've always
think that all the digital transactions is the government can track us. I don't want everybody to know if I went and bought a pack of gum or a soda.
Well,
pop
here's the
or
thing: if they
chip.
put this on what they call a credit system, and you see these in movies sometime, well, who's to say? Well, wait a minute, Mike, I'm taking all your credits away. You didn't do what I wanted you to do.
And
Now
this
you're broke.
is a follow up to that. And this is what I believe will happen. Once they do you on a credit system, it's going to be like during a wartime where they ration stuff. They're going to tell you what you can and can't buy.
That's
Oh,
right.
no, you're
They're
not allowed
controlling
to
you.
buy that, so it won't approve your transaction. I think that's what would happen if it got to a point.
Well, I don't. They've been trying this for years. They are getting closer. They're trying all kinds of tricks. That I just don't think we as people are going to stand by as U.S. citizens and allow that to happen just that easy.
No, the only thing I think this here would do is when we have another toilet paper shortage and someone goes in and buys 20 or 30 packs of toilet paper and leaves none on the
I
shelf.
wonder who would have done that.
Not me. I'm just saying 20, 30 packs of toilet paper. No, you ain't going to use it.
I ain't gonna lie. We went to Walmart's. He said to one of my friends who was a manager at one of the Walmarts told me, he says, I got a pallet in the back. I said, I'll buy it all.
Chai, I think it already broke today, the 24 resistance, but it didn't stay. Did you not see that, guys?
Yeah.
It did break it. Yes,
It broke
did.
it, but it didn't stay above it. I don't even
But
know.
it
where
ain't that far underneath it either right now.
No, it's not.
Watch tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll see it do it again.
And he says that's why he's deep into constitutional silver. So, yeah, guys, if you're worried about the digital exchanging of currency, I think, constitutional silver is a good way to fractionalize your silver. I sometimes slur silver, and it sounds like civil, like the Civil War. Someone said I said that in the video. But I think it's a great way to fractionalize your silver.
Yep.
I have to
Just remember, guys, all you guys out there, Mid America is live on all the silver and 90%.
Well, one thing I've got to say, when the CD or when the government guys would go to digital, I promise, and this is what I said a long time ago when everybody said, "Oh, the blockchain, it can never be hacked." I said it's numbers. I guarantee it. Anything that's ever been
Well, they
construed,
proved that was definitely wrong.
that's my point. That's
And the bad about it is I got friends that was involved in that, and now they've probably lost a lot of their life savings over this.
I don't mean to get off of what you said, guys. This comment here, I don't see it. I do not see silver hitting 600. No way, shape,
Not in my
in my
lifetime.
lifetime. I'm not saying it never will. I'm just not going to fearmonger people into thinking, "Oh, you're going to make lots of money." All you're going to do is preserve your buying power, your wealth, your money.
Well, that's what you're doing. I mean, and I do think there's a good possibility one day we'll see 100, but I don't see that 600.
I don't even know if I could see 100 here. I mean, I just.
if inflation keeps up like it did this year, you will. I promise you that.
No. It's possible it could hit 100. There's no doubt about it.
Here's the
Things
thing.
are already crazy enough. It's whether it'll go up there and stay. The problem you have when silver starts going up like this, when you break that up near that $50 resistance, people start cashing it in. It starts becoming available. Just like here lately, so many people started cashing it in, even though it didn't break the level. People are like, "Oh, they're paying me $2, $4, $5 over silver. I'm selling it while the selling's good," not thinking they couldn't replace it. And now when they was at 18 and selling it for 23, 24, now they can't buy it back and they don't even realize what they did. So that's
most of my people that are selling to me, it's because a family member have passed away and they are not thinking the way we do. They're not stacking, they're wanting to sell. But on that note, I do get big buys, but that's it. I don't get no little buys. I don't have the guy running in with a roll or two and say, "Hey, I want to sell it now because it's up." Them guys ain't coming to me like they used to back 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, when you're making the little buys where it's a couple dollars here, a roll here, that shows movement and because of the activity of the price of silver. But the big buys, like he said, they're normally estate buys. When you start seeing the movement on the smaller buys, then you can see silver holding its value better. Small guys are buying, small guys are selling. And I'm not saying people are small. Smaller
I
transactions.
still got more people buying than selling right now. And they're buying like
Yeah.
crazy the last couple of weeks again.
So you have any thoughts on that, Robert, about silver?
I think that silver is going to go up incrementally along with inflation, and that's the problem. I don't know how far inflation is going to go, so that's going to deeply depend on how much silver and gold's going to go as far as finally. Think about it, guys. And I really hate to try and say that we're going to repeat this, but right now, China, Russia, India, and a few other countries are trading oil with gold, and they're trying to knock the U.S. off of the reserve currency. With that being said, gold has proven itself to be the true money as opposed to a fiat currency.
Yeah.
Chai says if silver hits 600, then
I've
a
seen
dozen
that.
eggs costs 250. And
At
that
that time, I'm buying a bunch of chickens.
That is exactly the problem you're facing. When something costs more, it causes other things to go up more than what it should. It's like when minimum wage got raised, to a couple bucks an hour. That means your milk went up $1. Why should your milk go up the percentage? A dozen eggs right now is overpriced. It's about $4 or $5, depending on where you buy. Whereas silver's $24, $25. That's 5 times. But now you're looking at this. The eggs are almost half. It's only 2 times to reach silver. So that shows you that if something goes out of whack too far, everything else, a domino effect, can react it and make it go out of whack even further. So yeah, that's exactly what will happen if 600. We'll have catastrophe all over the place on the prices.
Well, just remember.
Well, right now, I think next month, you guys for you guys that are looking at all this, you should see your grocery prices starting to come down because guess what? They did lower fuel, and they can lower it more if they really wanted to. That means the trucking industry will have to bring their prices down. It's going to take a minute. The problem is, it's just like everything else. They love to go up fast. They're slow at getting it back down.
Okay. Bob says the green light initiative will drive silver, not eggs. Yeah, but people wanting to buy silver, it's I guess you could say a domino effect. One thing leads to another. But I don't see it. I see it driving silver, but at the same time, I see people who holding silver, selling it, keeping the price down. That's what I see. Guys, what do you think about this? Is there a better fractional silver, or is it still too costly?
I would never buy fractional silver as far as stacking with it.
I think constitutional silver is a good fractional.
That's what I usually put people into is constitutional silver. Leave the 10th ounces of stuff. And guys, it don't cost them really any more to do it. It might cost a little bit more, but the premiums that some of them places put on it. I mean, if you come into my shop, I usually convince you to buy constitutional. Now, if you buy, let's say you bought a bunch of silver and you wind up having 1/10 ounce or left over, this is what we've been doing for the last few years. We give you that 10th ounce silver instead of change back. We're going to help you out there. That's the only time I keep it on. Do we retail it out? No.
Okay, Mud Swat made a comment earlier. He says this is shorter. Lots of people sit on what they have and keep buying until it gets to a certain level. Everybody has a level that they picked out, and that's what they'll sell at. What do you think?
Well, most of my guys around here keep telling me. That's why I said it might hit 100 because all my guys keep telling me I'm not selling until it hits 100. So that's their level.
I have a level, but I don't have a level that will get me to sell everything. I just have a level that will get me to offload, maybe 10% of it.
If we get knocked off the world currency, and I know it'll take a bit to do it, but think of it this way, Keith. If we get knocked off of the world currency, inflation will go rampant in the United States of America. And let's go back after World War One, where daily inflation was going up so much. Back then, for 1 ounce of silver, it might cost you 5,000 marks.
That's the thing you got to understand. It, you know, you don't want to go the way of Zimbabwe, Venezuela, and I've mentioned these names before. The Wilmar Republic, these guys' currencies, and Wilmar went crazy in World War One, right? These guys' currencies, you know, basically went belly up, so they couldn't take a wheelbarrow full of money and get a loaf of bread. However, if they had had silver, they could have took some fractional silver and got them a loaf of bread.
Yep, I
Got to
agree.
eat.
Well, no matter what, and this is what I tell everybody that ever buys gold and silver. If they ask me, it's like, listen, don't plan to get rich off of gold and silver. It's a hedge against inflation.
That's right.
So I guess we're getting pretty close. We're running out of stuff to talk about except for silver, and I'm getting hungry. I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
All right.
Guys, we stayed for a little bit. Thank you for hanging. Which one of you guys want to go first?
I will. I'm Robert with CoinOp, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate it very much. We have a good time doing this. We hope you do too. This is our last show as Keith is going to close us out tonight. Hope you come back next year where each one of us are going to take and we're going to share in the responsibility instead of pushing it all on Keith. He's been a real trooper to get these together. So thank you, Keith. And to Keith and Mike both, I'd like to wish you guys both a Merry Christmas because I probably won't see you or hear from you until after the holidays.
So that sounds like we'll see you next year.
No, we're going to see you at your auctions, dude. You know,
okay, well, if you stop by, that's fine. But
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So yeah, if someone wants to go up
anyway,
Robert's
yeah,
link and you're not already subbed to his channel, please, you know, give him a chance. If you like him, great, stay. If you don't, Robert, I'm sorry, you might get a sub and lose a sub.
that's
But
okay.
check him out, though. I mean, he's really a good watch. You know, he's starting to put out some more videos too, aren't you?
I'm getting. I'll tell you what. I'm waiting until the first of the year, and then we're gonna start throwing up more videos. I really haven't concentrated on it yet. Floor's been playing around with it, putting up some videos, just having a little bit of fun, guys. And she's wanting to take and we're trying to push her Facebook group so that she can take and she's got a little thing going on in Facebook. So just having a little bit of fun. That's all.
Okay, I've noticed the chat dropped about 10 people. You guys are going to want to at least wait to hear what I've got to say. But before I do, let's talk to Mike.
Guys, thank you again for coming. Like Robert said, we all here do wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Listen, I have fun. This has been a great year. I appreciate Keith inviting me on here and everything. And I appreciate you guys listening to what we have to say. Just remember, take this in thought, that we are not trying to guide you into doing something you don't want to do. We just want to help you and educate you a little bit. Next year, like he said, we will be rotating it around. It's going to be great. So this time you get to see all of our channels. I hope you subscribe to mine and Robert's and keep subscribing to Keith's, of course. Guys, I had a great time this year. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, thanks for hanging out all day, and I appreciate it. And it looks like all of you stayed but one, so cool. This is the last chat of the year. As you know, Robert mentioned it. We're going to start up chat next year, and we're going to be rotating the channels. So if you're not already subscribed to this guy, oh, I did it right. This guy right here and that guy down there, check them out. Give them a like. I'm sure you'll appreciate the content they put up. So we are going to be having a giveaway during our stream next week, which is the 9K. We crossed 9K. 10K is coming in January. I've already got a 10K chest to fill up. I went to Hobby Lobby and bought one. So check out our videos. Check out Mike's videos. Check out Robert's videos. We are going to be at, I don't know, Mike, you're going to the fun show, right?
Of course I am. Yes,
Mike is going to be at the fun show.
Be there all week.
I am going to be at the fun show in Florida. Robert, are you happening to go?
He muted out on us.
Yes, I plan to be there.
So
Okay.
we're all three, we're going to try to do something live together. And this is what I wanted you to stay for. We're going to try to do something together live from the fun show. So for those of you that aren't subscribed to all three channels, you could possibly miss our live. Now, we may not be in the room. I don't think we'll be in the room, but we'll come out to the hall and do something, let you know what's going on. So
Actually, if you guys want
stay
to, as long as we're behind my table, we are allowed to do the video. So if you want to do it in the room, we can.
You definitely want to stay tuned because we will, at least at the bare minimum, be doing some tests to get this guy using StreamYards, because Mike hasn't used StreamYards by himself yet. So we're going to show him how we do it, whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. And we're going to get it going. So we have our Sunday Fun Day, the last one of the year, coming this Sunday. We have an off day for Christmas. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. We will not be auctioning on a family day. I do not stream on a family day. Christmas is for your closest family members. New Year's is the same way. We will not be streaming for that one. Tuesday, I'll go meet these guys in person. Take me 2 days to get down there. And we're going to be back. We're going to have a great time. And I hope everybody watches us when we're live in Florida. It is going to be a blast. So until next time, enjoy the vids. Oh, and I got a video coming out tomorrow. Did you know these facts about a 3-cent silver? That's the name of the video tomorrow evening. So until then, guys, rock on. Keep on learning. And as Mrs. Coin Crew adds on the end, keep on stacking. I'll see you later.